Good morning, this is Tash. I'll be making rice and peas. It's Sunday morning. When I make my rice and peas, I gotta season it up. So I have here my soul seasoning, rice and peas seasoning. I have adobe all-purpose, my black pepper, that red stuff in the spoon is my red pepper paste. That's always my little secret. This is a habanero pepper from the garden. It's frozen. In the back here, kidney beans. I cook a big bag of kidney beans with coconut milk, divide them up into Ziploc bags and freeze them. So when I'm ready to make my rice and peas, it's easier, way easier. It doesn't take that long. Then I have my garlic, scallions, thyme, pan over here, coconut milk. I won't be using the whole tin because I cooked the beans already with milk. And my another secret ingredient, acorn squash, or it could be any pumpkin. Cut it up fine and put it in to the rice and peas. So you'll be seeing my rice and peas Sunday dinner.
Though I know that my worldly possessions are few, for in you.
In the pot I have 6 cups of water that I have brought to a boil. I just turned it down so that I could put in the pack of kidney beans. Okay, here we go. So just remember, I had cooked these already, so it won't take much time to cook. Then I'll be putting in the rice, like the seasonings, the rice. I'm going to turn this up. I have half a can of the coconut milk. And the rest of the coconut milk, I just put it into an empty jar that I'll put in the fridge. I'll use this in a week. Probably do a curry dish. Okay, so I'm going to get that to boil. I have many sprigs of thyme. I washed. I have 1 habanero pepper. Remember, this is already cooked, the beans. I just want to give this a good boil, maybe 15 minutes because of the coconut milk. And then I'll be adding my rice towards the end. I have some scallion. I like putting them in bigger pieces like that so I can then fish it out. Now I have half of the acorn squash that I cut up. That's going in because it has to cook. And the other half of the acorn squash, I'll be using it. I'm going to steam some veggies today. Chocho, pumpkin, carrot, and parsnip. So my spices. In here I have the rice and peas spice, adobe all-purpose seasoning, and the soul seasoning. And here I have that red pepper paste. I'm not adding any salt. If I add any, it'll be, you know, towards the end when I taste. And then I'll be adding black pepper. Okay, so 6 cups of water I brought to a boil. Pack of my pre-cooked kidney beans. My spices, habanero pepper, it could be scotchy. I just used what was in the fridge. I have some acorn squash, it could be any type of pumpkin, and scallion and thyme. And I'm going to cover this and let this cook for 15 minutes. Okay friends, this is after 5 minutes. Forgot to mention, keep an eye on the pot because it's coconut milk and it has a tendency, if you have your fire on medium to high or high, to boil over. So turn your fire to medium and just crack it a little bit so that the steam escapes, and then you hopefully won't have it boil over. I just added 1 garlic because I forgot to, and I need to have garlic in there. So keep an eye on the pot. And I have my fire on medium and it's cracked just a little bit. After 5 minutes, this is how it looks, and pumpkin is coming along. This is fast rice and peas. Remember, the peas was already cooked. I'm going to add the rice. I will have to add, I think, another cup of boiling hot water. Or you could use tap water, but I have my kettle going, and then it's easier that way to put the hot water in instead of putting the cold water in. So here I have 3 cups washed parboiled rice. I said brown rice. It is, to me, it look brown, but the package said parboiled rice. I'm going to put this in, and then I'll give this a stir. Alright, so that's the rice in. So I wash my rice because the rice has have pieces that are spoiled, discolored, you know. It could have little pebbles in it. Wash your rice. That's just how I was raised, and I'm going to continue to do it that way. So as you see, I don't think I have to add much more water, but well, I'll just gauge it. I'm going to bring this to a boil. I may have to add maybe half a cup. I'm going to bring this to a boil. I'm going to taste it, add a little bit of butter, and cover it and let it steam. Now, what is parboiled rice? I'll just show you. This is what I picked up, long grain parboiled rice from the grocery store. Okay, Google, what's parboiled rice?
According to Wikipedia, parboiled rice is rice that has been partially boiled in the husk. The 3 basic steps of parboiling are soaking, steaming, and drying. These steps make the rice easier to process by hand, while also boosting its nutritional profile, changing its texture, and making it more resistant to weevils.
Thank you, Google. Okay, I added a bit more adobe seasoning and rice and pea seasoning. Now I'm going to add some onion powder, not too much, and also a cup of hot water. Alright, I'm going to turn down the stove to low. My stove is on low. I've stirred the pot. Just be careful when you're putting on the foil. You don't have to do this step. When hubby does it, he uses the plastic, but I feel more comfortable with the foil. So this will keep the steam in. Almost there. I'm just taking a peek. Stove still on low. Almost there. Just a little bit more liquid to soak in, evaporate. Didn't stick. Didn't stick. This is good. I wish you could taste them. So that is my rice and peas. For my Sunday dinner, I'll be doing a nice medley of veggies, steamed veggies, chocha, parsnip, carrot, pumpkin. And for my main course, it will be vegan oxtail. Yes, vegan oxtail. Oxymoron, but nonetheless delicious.